Hi friends, you're about to watch the mostly unedited stream that we did this week on the release from the Unfinished called Nordsund II. There's a couple of things I want to mention quickly before you watch the video. One, the audio quality from the microphone is not very good. I'm still obviously figuring out some details, so please, I apologize about this. Two, this is going to be quite a long video, mostly unedited, so I will leave some timestamps below so you can have a look. And three, if you see me talking to some people off screen, it's actually the people in the chat during the live stream, so if you want to join in on the fun, I'm usually streaming twice a week and the links will be in the description, so if you do come, you can always say hi. With that being said, I hope you enjoy. Hi everyone, happy Tuesday, welcome to the stream. Hope everyone is doing fine. Today is a very exciting day because we get to have a first look as the latest sound set by the Unfinished for Zebra, which is called Nordsund II. I'm extremely excited for this. I wanted to stream last Friday, but I have to apologize, I couldn't do it last Friday, so today is the day. I already bought the bundle and everything is installed, but I've not had a look yet, so I think it's gonna be fun to have a look together. I'm a huge fan of the Unfinished sound set. This is not sponsored, by the way. This is just me being a fan and really liking what Matt does, and yeah, as soon as he released it, I got it because I'm a huge fan of the first Nordsund. For those who don't know, Matt makes preset packs for a lot of software scenes, and I think even hardware scenes. And this one in particular is for Huey Zebra 2 and Zebra HZ. So you do need to own Zebra for this. If you do not have Zebra, there is no point in purchasing them because it won't work. But I would really suggest that you get Zebra and the presets. So what is Nordsund II? It continues on the legacy. I'm reading from the website, by the way. Continues on the legacy begun with the original Nordsund, delivering the highest quality synth sound inspired by the music for the Nordic noir film and TV genre. So from what I'm getting, Nordsund Dusk is about dark, brooding, synthetic pulses and spaces. It's a bit more synthy, a bit more dark, but not too dark like Nordsund Blood was. And on the other side, Nordsund Snow is more about organic synthesis, so I think it's a bit brighter, maybe a bit lighter, so we're gonna definitely check this out. I've not even watched the walkthrough video, so I think I'm just gonna go through a couple of patches and then we can hopefully write something together. If you guys need the link, I'll post it in the chat right now. Whoop. Not sponsored again, have to say, but yeah, big fan of everything Matt does, so let's switch that off. Whoops, sorry about that. Bye bye iTunes, and we'll switch over to the DAW and Zebra. So there is over 720 patches, so I'm not gonna go through every single one of them. I think I'm going to go through Dusk and Snow on Zebra 2 only, and then when we write the song I can use some stuff from Zebra HZ, but I think the main patches really are on Zebra 2, at least, you know, like the basis of it. So we'll go through this and then try to make a song with it. Let's start with Nordsund Dusk. So this is going to be a little bit darker than the other sunset, but let's have a listen. I already really like the sound of that. Nice lo-fi bell-like sequence. You can't see it on camera, but I'm also playing with the mod wheel, so every single patches that the Unfinished does, you can also use a lot of the mod wheel for modulation. Sometimes it can really transform the sound. So yeah, big fan of this ARP so far. More to this. Bit faster tempo, I like it. Works best with 4 notes. Sorry about that. Alright. I don't have any process on any track, by the way. This is just default what comes out of the box. This I really like. It's perfect for underscoring. Bit of mode wheel. So the mode wheel seems on this one to bring a lot of the noise. Really, really cool. What does it sound higher like? Alright, let's move on to bass lines. I'm a very big fan. I'm going to say I'm a big fan a lot today in this stream. I'm a big fan of the bass lines from the Unfinished. Simple, but it can really go a long way, I think, in composition. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use this soundset a lot. Nitzara. I'm not even touching the mode wheel. This is how the sound is by default. You can really tame it a little bit, which I really like. I think I'm gonna be using this one in today's composition. I'm already having a lot of fun. Let's move on to basses a little bit. As I said, I'm really not going to go through every patches because there's just so many of them, but yeah. There's a lot of hybrid sounds here where there's a lot of noise coupled with the oscillators from Zebra. Oh, this is nice. Hope you guys can hear it on your speakers. Adding a little bit of pitch bend after. I really enjoy playing with the pitch bend on a lot of the bass lines or the top arpeggios, things like this, but here, for bass, really works well too. Regret. Okay, one more. One reason I really like everything that the Unfinished does is that it's very targeted towards film, game, TV, overall media composers, and it's not that common to find someone who is really centered on this. There's a lot of things for EDM, or any other type of music, especially using software synths, but for game composers like me, it's perfect. Great. It's pretty cool. I like the drums usually. Wow, this is low. Subhits. Let me just restart the engine quickly. Let's move on to keys. I really like the tail. It sounds like it's doubled by another instrument, but it really isn't. It's just this one. Can you hear the tail? This is so good. What about mod wheel up? It's much quieter. Edx. Edx? 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 I'm not sure. I really like Dusk so far because it's a bit between gold and blood, so it's not super dark, but it's really not uplifting or you know, happy in the same style of that gold is. Gold is a bit triumphant. It's, you know, in my mind it's a little brighter. This one really is in between. It's got a lot of shades of gray. Really liking this. This is great. Let's move on to leads. I love this sunset. It's so good. This one is very subtle. Could be a bit like a mallet. Let's do one more lead. Okay, this is pretty resonant, so I would definitely use maybe Sooth by Oxon on it. Okay, we're definitely not on the bright side right now. Loving this stuff. I think it's a good moment as well. Maybe let me pick another lead maybe. Okay, let's stay with Nefa. You can always also, on every preset, you can perform it with the XY pads. No, there's not always a ton of preset makers who actually go the extra mile and give you that many control. It's really, really good. Again, not sponsored. I really have to say it because I love this stuff so much. But yeah, I bought everything with my own money. Please don't think this is a bot review or anything. I just really love this stuff. There's a lot of loops, which I really like because usually it's percussive stuff. And this is something that you don't find all the time. I use a lot of damage loops from Heaviosity, of course, but this stuff you don't find everywhere. Cool tubes. Oof, that's a big kick. What about Electrofish? This is great for TV. Yeah, this is really good for TV. Let's do maybe one more. Neuron. Hope you guys can hear this too. It's quite low. I really like having a lot of hybrid loops like this in my toolbox. Yeah, it's Trostasis. Thanks for the following. Really hope you're enjoying the stream. Okay, so it's not only stuff in 4.4, I can see stuff right now in 5.4. This sounds a bit, dare I say, ethnic? Alright, let's leave the loops for now. You know what? Last one, Years of Dust. God, there's some really good stuff right here. Okay, let's move on to the pads, and we have quite a lot too. So let's start with Elysia. Bit of Mudwell. Ooh, this gets very loud. I hope this is okay for you guys. I mean, come on, you start a scene like this, let's say a drone shot above like a snowy plain or something. Oh, come on. Maybe I should have put, you know, I think on Zebra you can actually click or drag them to some of your favorite. Maybe I should have done that because there's a lot of good stuff here. Gentle, classy sine pad. Great stuff. Natu. Dark ambient pad. That's my kind of pads. Oh yeah, here we go. Here is something nice. I mean, you could score a scene just with something like this, and then maybe like a little high loop when things get a little more intense, but yeah, this is great. This is so cool. I mean, sure, you could really spend the time learning Zebra, which I'm gonna be honest, Zebra is very intimidating to me. I love Diva. I can sort of get around Diva, but Zebra, I really have no idea how to program. I wish I knew, but I don't know, Matt, what you're doing with this, but this is mind-blowing stuff. Let's move to soundscapes, because if you thought you could score a single scene with a pad, you're in for a treat, because you also have soundscapes. A little bit of mud wheel playing. Soundscapes I usually only play one note at a time. I find it gets too much. Alright. Sorry, I was talking about this. I did not expect it to be this good this fast, so let me play it again. Not even touching the mud wheel. Is it gonna come again? Oh yeah. Alright, now I'm going to move the mud wheel. This is crazy stuff. Let's listen to Moss. Shout out to Jason Graves for the Moss soundtrack. Also great stuff. This is so cool. Talking about Jason Graves, I think this is how I decided when I was going to go all in on the unfinished presets. I sent Matt an email asking, okay, I'm a big fan of Jason Graves, Joris the Man, Junkie XL, and Nima Fakha, I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. I'm a big fan of these four composers. I love their work. What do you suggest? Which soundscape can I invest in? Which one do you think is going to be good from your products? And he answered the email super fast and was like, well, they're all four of these guys are actually customers of mine, and Joris and Jason are both good friends of mine. So I was like, it's good enough for these guys. It's definitely great for me. There's some really dark stuff here. Okay, enough with the cue starters. Let's move on. We have a couple of effects here. End it. That doesn't sound good. These are great as one-shots throughout the queue, you know? Add a little bit of interest. Let's go into sequences. Sequences I don't use as often as I should. I'm usually more a bassline person, but... Again, for underscores. Perfect. Disaster spheres. Evolving, noisy, intense sequence. This just turned into a Doom livestream. Alright. Enough. Meh That's my kind of name. Punchy, noisy, and insistent sequence. It's definitely punchy and noisy. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. Let's move now to the second to last category. I think this is a new category in the unfinished presets. I've heard that these were strings, so let's see what strings on Zebra sound like. With the mod wheel it's a bit more tame, so let's try that again. It's got a little bit of an organ vibe, which I really like, honestly. How about this one? Ambient distorted string monster. Yeah, these are not, like, this is not what I expected. Okay, so maybe the ST, you know, stands for something else, but don't get me wrong, this is great. Like, this I'm gonna use a ton now. Okay, maybe not up here, this is a bit too high for me. And let's go into synths, which usually are patches that don't really go into other categories, but this is so good. Beyerdynamic. Dark and atmospheric, harmonic tension synth stab. Oh. It's definitely harmonic. Bit of a modern vibe. And there was a couple of patches from Nordsund Dusk. What do you guys think? Anybody interested in picking that up? I'm really liking this. For me, Nordsund Blood and Gold, especially Gold, were my favorite sunsets, so very, very exciting. Very, very exciting stuff. Alright, should we move on to Snow? So Snow is supposed to be a little bit more organic, a little bit brighter, so I'm gonna go through a couple of patches again, not all of them. It's already been 30 minutes to go through Dusk, so kinda wanted to get to the composing part as well. Let's go through the ARPs first with Dust Light. Oh, it gets crazy up there. That is not bright, so maybe there's something in organic that I don't understand, but that is not bright. That is cool. Lithium. This is interesting. I can't figure out the rhythm from this art, but yeah, definitely cool stuff. Let's go to the bass line. Angel Dust. Okay. At the door. Hold the door! Simple stuff like this with a little bit of subtle movement. I think this makes a lot. It's got a lot of weight in any movie cue. For me, simple is always better, especially when it's got, as I said, a tiny little bit of movement in it. Really like it. I decide percussive odd organic bass sequence. This makes me think about the Gravastar Sunset a little bit. Really like it too. Here I can definitely see the organic things. Let's go one more. Preacher. Deep organic synth bass line. Again, simple, but very original. Not really stuff that I've heard before. Basses. Cecilia. Screaming aggressive bass pulse. Oh my god, you guys get ready for this. I really like the little growl. I think this I'm going to use more as a one shot. Maybe when you start a new section, there is a bit, not maybe necessarily a bit more action, but if you go on to another chord or you change the tension in the scene, a little bit of a growl. Yeah, cool stuff, cool stuff. Evil Sword, crunchy, gnarly hybrid bass. This I could actually see myself using on an album more than a cue. And if you guys want to know as well, the album we worked on earlier on stream a couple of weeks ago, so which is now finished for production music, it uses 90%, I think even 95% the unfinished patches, mostly for Diva because it's got a very good analog vibe. But yeah, if you want to know if you can make an album with only these patches, you can. I've just done it. Let's move on to the drums. Cat and Mouse. Thunderous metallic hit. Yeah, this is one reason I really like Zebra drum hits. Because you can tell it's not been recorded, it's not an organic hit, but it still sounds familiar. Great stuff. Lost Decade. It's a little bit tonal as well. Probably not meant to play it like this, but again, as a single hit, really, really good. We have a couple of keys as well. Amorphism. Oh, this is. Disturbed mallet only gets more and more disturbed. Let's put a bit of mud wheel. Yeah, that is indeed disturbed. Genre: subtle bell mallet synth. Oh, so the mod will lengthen a little bit the attack and then adds a bit of delay? Or maybe it's just like delay mixed in? I know a lot of TV shows that really like to use mallet things like this. So good. Oh, and it gets pretty low as well. Cool. Let's listen to Corvia now in the leads. Synthetic oboe, sorry. That does actually sound like an oboe. Yeah, please don't kill me, oboe players. You know, people love you, but you know, it's a bit like the viola sometimes. People just make fun of the oboe. I like the oboe, not gonna make fun of it. Soft Skin, ambient dusty sine wave synth. I think as an arpeggio it might be a little bit too much, but maybe as a very slow one. Big fan. Let's go into some loops. Boys on the tracks. Yeah, okay, now this is what I'm talking about. This I absolutely love to use. Great stuff. Complex games. Oh, whoops. Okay, I'm guessing we're not listening to complex game. Criminale. Very lo-fi resonance stick drum sequence. Again, this is the kind of things I would see maybe in Gravastar. Really, really cool stuff. Gets pretty clicky as well with the mod wheel. Genesee, subtly evolving kick drum loops. Oh, I like myself some kick drum loops. If you're hearing some pops and clicks, so it might come from the sample, but most likely it's actually coming from my computer. Yeah, like right now, if you're hearing stuff. Okay. Cool. Should we go into pads? How about, oh, there's really a lot of pads. How about dry ice? Warm, crisp, evolving hybrid pad. What a cool way to end this pad with the mod wheel all the way up. It kind of seems to like center back towards one pitch and the space kind of fades away around it. This, you know, to end a cue, it's so great. Let's go to, I've not listened to this before, so just trying to find someone with a cool name. Lost Cause. Sounds good. Gentle, noisy, subtle, and detuned pad. Again, a little bit of the space and then the noise. Well, I don't know why I'm doing air comas or whatever it's called. It is noise, but it kind of fades away and you get to really focus into a single sound. I'm really thinking of, you know, if you have some B-roll or an opening scene and then it focuses right in front of a character. I think this is great for something like this. Right now. Great. Let's go pure gold. Okay, shall we move on to the soundscape? Bergi. Gently evolving, menacing dorkscape. Again, these are definitely used artists. Oh, there's so many of them. That is perfect. Ambient horrorscape? I love that the top line really comes in only at some point in the mod wheel. Again, you really can score an entire scene or an entire cinematic for any game. Or just have this on a loop for an exploration level, triggering from time to time. You're done. Easy stuff. I'm getting absolutely lost in thoughts just playing with this stuff. Like, I don't know, I have so many things going on in my head when I hear stuff like this. Oh, man, this is so good. A little bit of sound effects. Ooh, a Bram. It was him all along. Okay, this is super weird. I'm pressing a C and then a D, but it sounds like it's going from C to B. So like, is it the lower, the higher I go on the keyboard, the lower it sounds like? Yep, definitely sounds like it is. So right now this is C4 and now C2. Yeah, okay. Oh. God, there's everything here. Whew. Let's go a little bit of sequences. Gonna use the pitch bend a little bit. Cool stuff. Nemesis. Deep glassy sequence. Guys, Matt from The Unfinished is here. No pressure, he says. No pressure. Guys. Yeah. Gotta be on my best behavior here. Tyranny. Alright, a little bit of the ST samples. So I still think it's strings, but after some of the stuff we've heard on Dusk, it's a little bit monster strings. It is strings. Alright, then it is strings. I'm wondering how low I can go on the keyboard and get something really cool. Well, here we go. This is really why I love the Nordsund sound sets. It's because it does sound, even on patches like this where it sounds a little bit calmer, a little bit more, you know, you would say maybe even uplifting to some moments, it's still got a very, I don't know, dark edge that keeps the tension there all the time. Oh, it's great stuff. And I love how playable it is with the mod wheel, you know, like right now I'm ending by putting the mod wheel all the way up and it just fades into nothing. It's very organic. Alright, let's say one last patch and then we can start writing. Organization or recent, let's go with recent. Distorted metal ethnic synth blast weirdness. Sounds cool. Definitely weird, yeah. Okay, it's a bit more tame with the mod wheel up. Alright, and that's it for Nordsund Snow. If I had to pick a favorite, I think I would go with Dusk. Dusk really has the stuff I love in it, you know, a little bit of tension, a little bit of darkness. It's really my type of stuff. So if you can get, honestly, the bundle, get it. It's great. Great stuff. So I think we can go on to writing. So now I'm gonna have to find some cool sounds and then we can get started. Okay. Matt, I don't know if you're still here. How was working on Gemsbone? What kind of experience was this? I think you were a sound designer. I think it is in the credit for the latest Gemsbone. I'm gonna load up. You know what? I'm gonna stay with snow, and then we'll get a soundscape maybe started. Maybe one we haven't played with before. Dark and disturbing pulsescape. I did some synths programming and additional programming stuff too. But I mean, that is so badass. Like, I know you worked on other titles before, and you have, you know, your sonic palette on many games and TV and movies, but it's still so badass. Congrats, really. Lots of fun, but now seems like another lifetime ago. It was pre-COVID, etc. Oh yeah, that's like 200 years ago or something. Let's try maybe something else. I'm going to read the description and then see if I can find something that matches what I have in mind. Bowed Nightmare. Suspicion. Maybe this could be cool. Yeah, I'm gonna start with that. Atonal things, always a good idea. So, well, I think just gotta go for it. Just gonna record one note for a while, playing with the mod a little bit, add a bit of interest. Right, so let's just have these 16 bars and then we can move on to something else. How about we use some of Zebra HZ? So I'm not gonna go through all the patches in HZ again because it's the same patches but then imported into HZ and tweaked a little bit, so usually they are a little bit more aggressive. I'm not gonna go through them all again, but I'm gonna pick a couple of them from time to time. Let's go with Dusk. I think maybe a nice bass line could be an idea. This is very low. If you guys are on phone speakers, this is probably not gonna go through. Great stuff, but maybe a bit too much too soon. I mean, I'm getting lost again just going through the presets, so let's focus, try and find something. Okay, let's... I'm feeling maybe loop instead. Okay, this could actually be good. What else do we have? 12, 8, maybe not this time. 7, 8. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this. Very subtle, exactly what I'm looking for. Let's go from here. Maybe for subtle I shouldn't have gone to Zebra HZ. That was my bad. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's just make this a simple loop. Think we can go maybe with an arpeggio. Finished. Let's go snow again. Undertaking. Oh, what is this? Okay, that is pretty cool. Pretty cool, but I don't think that's what I'm looking for right now. Let's go with this. Sure. I don't think I want that top line here. Whoop, here we go. Let's quantize this a little bit. I don't know why I didn't do this, you know, a little bit sooner here. And then we can... I'll probably have to extend this, this soundscape. But we can always do this later. What else can we get? Which one was the one that I already... This one. I have no idea what I'm going for, but hey, you know what? Sometimes that's how ideas come to you. Let's extend this maybe a little bit. And I'm thinking we could... That is a little bit too early. Wow, that sounds weird. Dun 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 dun. Why am I not getting what I want? Oh, I played that terribly, didn't I? Everything is out of quantize. That does not work. Let's bring everything back to the grid. I'm somebody that really likes to have things stuck on the grid. I know it's really not good if you want organic. No, I didn't want HC, but that's really the style I like. Can we get maybe a sound effect, or, you know, I want a little bit of a transition sound. That will do. And I want this going on here again. And I think this will be able to... Yeah, will do. But will do. I don't like... This is one thing I really like about Cubase compared to Ableton. I found that Ableton, when you stop recording, very often, see right here, for example, it cuts exactly where you stopped it. So if you don't stop exactly on time, it doesn't really snap to the grid. So sometimes when you duplicate things when they're at, I don't know, half of a 30-second to the left or to the right, not always a fan, but hey, what can you do? I was feeling like Ableton today and not like Cubase, so I really like the immediacy in Ableton. Let's have... Can we get maybe a bass line from Dusk? Be my guest. It's gonna be a bit too much. Again, a bit too much. And you can really see the differences between this and on the Zebra HZ. I'm gonna go put my girls to bed. We'll check back in to see if you're still going when I'm done. Sounds great so far. Thanks, Matt. Thanks for stopping by. Really means a lot to me. I'm a big fan of your work, and yeah, if I don't see you later, have a great evening. This is really not in time, is it? This is not in time. Is this because of the copy? No, it is just me. Why is this not quantized here? What did I do? Oh, yeah, I see. Again. There we go, that's gonna be better. Let's have a little bit of a pad on top of this. Which one did I really like on Dusk? I should have put them into my favorites. Which one was it? Pads. Was it Elysia? I think it might have been this one. So maybe we can start with just C3 and then we'll add a bit more harmonic as this goes on and on. Maybe we can start here. It gets pretty crazy up there, so I'm gonna keep it down. And then add another octave now. I think here I want to go into maybe about a more quiet section. I'm definitely going to put Sooth on this because it can get a bit crazy, but that's always the case with software synths. So why am I not getting things on the grid? Dun, 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 dun. Aha, this one is not. This one is a bit... it's fine. This one is fine. This one is fine. So I think this one was the only one being a bit off. Okay. So let's lower this a bit. Add maybe another layer of top percussions. Always a fan of that. Loop echolocation. That gone wrong. 7/8 again. I'm not sure I want to use 7/8 when I'm working in, you know, in 4/4 right now. Maybe later. Oh, this is again the kick sequence. I've heard this one 3 times. Not right now. Too much. Too much. Kicks. Maybe I should read the description first. Kick and hat. Rattling noise hit loop. Here we go. Oh, this is very high frequency. Maybe that's not gonna work. That's a bit better. Let me just lower it up a little bit. Oh, my computer is not liking streaming and playing at the same time, but here we go still. I really think it's important to add a lot of variety with the mod wheel when you have repetitive loops like this. That's good enough. I will lower the volume a bit because this is a bit... it's really way too far forward in the mix. And maybe we can have, you know, a little bit of a drum hit here in the transition. Wouldn't hurt. Good thing we have drum hits. Snow. Cat and mouse. Disturb. Hole. Lamb of God. I like this one. Quantize, and I'm going to copy it here as well. And maybe we can have a little bit of a transition section here. Let's... can I find maybe like a bit of a crazier sound effect, something like this? Every time I have to go crazy, I use zero edge. That's a bit too much. Oh my god. Okay, let's have a look at Dusk maybe. Maybe Dusk has cooler stuff. I can use this as a transition, why not? No, I think I only want the repetition once, but I do want to start this a little bit earlier. Okay, I did not expect it to fade away like this, so... here we go, that's much better. Cool stuff, cool stuff. I love how you can see the way I compose is very much diagonal, as in I add layers but I also like move along the song. I don't really start by the middle, I just go from the start and then diagonal down. But maybe we can bring back some of the earlier layers for the second part. Let's have maybe a bit of a pad going through. If I have something pretty quiet at the start, that would be great. Otherwise, we'll do with what we have. That's pretty good. That shall do. Can't see where I'm going. Okay, I'm just gonna hope that was not enough. Let's quantize this to the bar. Whoop. No. No. Should I save the ongoing project? Probably. You know what? Let me actually, if there is anything confidential here, save live set. Let's go into working project. Actually, let's put it into demo. So you guys can't see this. Nordsund II. I'm going to call it Nordsund II. Just in case Ableton decides to crash or I press exit by accident, which has definitely happened before. You would not believe how many times this has happened before. I'm gonna not really cut it, but I think I want to duplicate and have this you know what, why not do like this, which is we're gonna have a 3 chord sequence. So it's just gonna be the 1, the 6, so minor 1, major 6, minor 4th, and we'll just do 3 chords, you know, why not? Sometimes it's interesting to do something a bit different. Let's see how this goes. Maybe another. I really like arpeggios in general, so. Oh, sorry, I'm still on the big cam. Sorry about that. Okay, I think I want this one. And I'm going to come into the 6 right now. Yeah, that's not so bad. Let's have it come here at this spot. I think this is a little bit too many notes for this. Yeah, let's do this. Let's go here. It's a bit of a weird chord change, but you know what? We'll do with it. Minitaur Freezer says, hey! Whoops, you made me miss the chord change. I'm gonna blame that entirely on you. Oh my god, I am not playing in time at all. Let's have this. Let's have a little bit of a change to the fifth right at the end, just to do something a little interesting. This one here. I wish Ableton had a... I think it's got a join legato, forced legato, but I wish it was forced legato until the next note, so it just, you know, quantizes the end. I know Cubase can do this. Which one was this layer? No, I want a little bit of the... Yeah, I think that's this one. So let's have this one repeat here again. Maybe actually here. Let's repeat this bass line. I think that's this one. Yes. So we're going to come here. Okay, let's go here. That is not supposed to be this long here. Why is this? Eh? Oh, that's this one here. Yeah. I was really wondering what that was. So this one is supposed to be only for. Do something a bit interesting. I played here the 7s technically in the bass, so maybe this is not actually a minor 4, maybe it's a major 7. Major 7s? Yeah, it's the... yeah, the 7s. Let's see how this goes. Even if I have no idea what it's going to sound like in the end, I'm really liking the vibe that I'm getting out of these. Let's use the same transition. Okay, and I think I do want to use maybe another arpeggio or another lead. Get a bit of interest right now. It's very background music, which is not a bad thing, but I think I do want maybe a little bit more interest. That could be good. Gets a bit crazy with the mod wheel, but let's actually have something like this. This is definitely an interesting rhythm. I think the arpeggio that we have here maybe has a different delay repetition, because it sounds a bit wacky, but you know, sometimes it's cool. Avant-garde, have you toyed around with layering arpeggio towards building up intricate chords recently? Not really on this piece right now, except that we have just, you know, a 3-chord progression in the album that I'm working on. And also I think last Tuesday when we reviewed Spitfire Labs, we wrote stuff in Mixolydian, which I'm not really familiar with. So it was G Mixolydian, which is a bit of an easier scale, but yeah, trying new modes for me is at the moment what I'm getting into, you know, exploring really what mood am I getting out of this mode? How do I make it sound like an interesting mode? Because it's not just because you use Mixolydian that it's going to feel a bit I think it should be a bit darker than major, but yeah, that's basically what I've been into lately. Okay, what do we have so far? Because I think I want to go through all of this, maybe get a bit more ideas. Yeah, let's have a look. Okay, it's definitely got a bit of an ethereal vibe to it. It's not at all what I was expecting to write today when I opened the sound set, but sometimes you really have to go where the music is guiding you. That sounds super poetic. You have to follow the music. Follow your heart. I'm missing a little bit more of a loop, I think. At least in the second part. And definitely, you know, a little bit more interest for sure. That's good. Wait, is this the same one I'm using right here? No, perfect. Would have been awkward otherwise. Thumbs up. Yeah, it's definitely not at all what I was expecting to write today, but well, it's not so bad. I'm really enjoying the vibe. Cool vibe, bro. Sorry, I usually do not talk like this. I think I'm getting pretty tired. Let's go maybe into I was thinking of actually reusing this sequence, even though it's very you know, it's not very original here, but because it's using because it's on a different chord progression than this, like this one, sometimes when you copy and paste something that was not made for this chord progression into something different, it can sound a bit interesting. I like it, but I think there's definitely too much going on if I do this. So let's add even more things. Because why not? Why not? Nope, that's not Sun Gold. That's not what we're checking out today. Yet it leaves. I think I'm missing maybe a little bit. I have a lot of mids right now, but not too much bass. He says before adding more highs. Why not? What about down here? Yeah, let's do this. That's a little bit of interest. What else would we want? Maybe a bit more drums could be cool. That's a bit too much. Yeah, this is also a bit too much. I like this, it's a little bit more solo. I think that could work very well. I think though I do want to tame the bass frequencies on this one a little bit because it's a bit too much. So, but here, let's do of course a cut. Yeah. Actually, I think I even want to cut pretty much all of this. So yeah, it removes a lot of the character, but I don't want the bass information on this one right now. I think this one is definitely... What happens if I just remove this completely? Yeah, I think this is better. It really... Starting bar 69 really means that we have a cut to a different section, which I like. I wouldn't mind really some type of something gluing everything in the background, but this one was really way too forward. So let's see what we have. A little bit of Zebra HZ again. HZ? Nobody knows. Let's use the strings actually. I've not used any of the strings so far, so... Which one was it? Okay, let's go back to Zebra 2. I think in Snow there was some that I really liked. So maybe we can use these, if I can remember which one they were. Is it this one? I completely forgot which one they were. Damn it. Damn it. I think it was just these ones. Maybe not. It's lost forever. I will never find them again. Yeah, this stuff is good, but I think it's a bit too forward for what I'm going. I'm using forward a lot as a description lately. I think it fits what I have in mind pretty well. Let's lower this maybe a bit. I don't know, I'm not really feeling it. Let's maybe have a look at the pads again. Missing we have done already. Okay, let's record this. I think this could not be so bad. Yeah, that's a lot more subtle than what we had before. I think this is great. Okay, let's listen from the top, and I'll be back in 1 minute. Okay. Quite enjoy what we have right now. Oh, I forgot to duplicate this. I think some of, you know, it definitely needs a lot of mixing, mastering, of course, but not only in terms of clashing frequencies, but also volume automation, which I find is super important during mixing. So there is some stuff right now that gets in the way of the other stuff, but that's what we could use again here. Why not? But hey, I'm really enjoying what we have right now. I think it's really not so bad. And this was done, you know, in 30 minutes. Such an inspiring sound set. Really big fan of it. Let's work on it a little bit more, but I think structure-wise I'm going to leave it at this. So 2 clear sections with 1 transition, and then we'll be done. But not yet. I think it's still a lot can be done. Maybe a lead in the second repetition could be cool. Something a bit with a bit more sustain. Is there something stuck, or is it just a crazy this is stuck. Yes, okay. Better. Much better. With a lot of mallet type of leads, but well, okay, not exactly what I had in mind, but pretty cool sound. Let's see, maybe in snow if we have something that fits what I'm going for a bit better. I think I'm using actually this patch for the transition, aren't I? For this one. No, okay, perfect. Then we can maybe try something. Just gonna improvise a lead. Like that. Again. This is super loud. This is super loud. What am I gonna do with this? I think I composed myself into a corner here. I really don't know what I'm going to do. I want a top line, but oh boy, that's gonna be a tough one. This does not work. I'm sorry, this doesn't work. This does not work. Let's see if we can find maybe something a bit different. Yeah, but that's not so bad. Maybe we can have a sort of call and response between this track here, the tan 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 tan. That is the wrong note. So we need to bring this to an A flat, and then we have something a bit more interesting. I think it's missing maybe a bit more drum hits, a bit more zazz. No, maybe not zazz, but a little bit more interest, you know, a little bit more impact. Maybe actually we could use... Yeah, I don't know, we already sort of have a kick going on. No, that's not gonna work. I really want maybe impacts instead of loops. Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, let's go with this. Maybe it could be sort of a snare, sort of? Maybe here. Oh, that is way too early. But that should be enough. This is some very interesting music I'm writing at the moment. I don't think I've ever written something like this. Also, this bass is super loud. Bass. Don't know how I feel about this layer. Also, this is on the wrong one again. There's something strange here. Am I out of time? Is there like a synth repetition that is out of time? So that's okay, but here... Oh, no, that's good. Must have been when I restarted. The Zebra and Diva can be pretty tricky if you start an arpeggio in the middle of the MIDI information, but you learn to get around it. What was this one? Oh, this one I really liked. Maybe we can have this back. There's gonna be so much stuff in here. I think this is still too forward. Maybe we can have this one back again. That was a terrible pitch bend, I'm so sorry. I had to try something, but that did not work. That was awful. Otherwise, I think this part here fits, but not the pitch bend. Nope, doesn't work. Does not work. Alright. What was this one again? I keep forgetting. Yeah, we can have maybe this one copied here, right at the end. And why not copy this one here as well? Still too forward, this one here. There we go, that's better. Let's save. Okay. I think here I'm going to move this one. Yeah, that's better. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I really like what we have. It sounds super weird, but at the same time, I'm digging it, you know? I like it. I like it. I actually don't really know what else I could add. Right now, I think it needs a lot of work, but more like off stream, maybe, you know, the boring stuff, volume automation, a little bit of frequency control, and I think once I'm done with it, maybe we can release it. That would be fun. Let's add one more sound and then we'll call it a night. Let's go. What have I not used? Is there something that I haven't used? Basses I haven't really used, to be honest. There's plenty of bass already in the song, so maybe not basses. Is there something here that I've not used? SFX, yeah. Sequences here I haven't used. Let's see if we can find maybe a cool sequence. That's 10-8. That's not gonna work with me. It's a bit too urgent for what I'm going for. Oof. Also works on this art. I really like this sound, but we have a lot of glass thing already in our song, so not gonna work for me. Again, yeah, it's a bit glassy. Let's see in Dusk if we have something maybe that would fit us a bit more. Yeah, this is a bit... I really like the Reykjavik sound, but you guys can't see this, but if I'm... Because it's such a harmonic sound, I'm really struggling to play it in key, so I think I'm gonna pass. Oh, these are just minor chords, that's great. These are great too, yeah. Ah, there's so much good stuff. I just want to use all of them, but that would be a little bit of a kill. Playing chords. That could be interesting. There's a lot of mids, but you know, why not? Why not here? Maybe we can have like a ramp up, could be fun. That's not bad, but I do want this to really ramp up. I don't want only this as a what bam, here I am. It could be a slow ramp here. Whoop. Let's do a bit of frequency control right now. Fab filter. Too high. Whoops. Too high. No, I don't want this one. Would be nice to end on a 1 chord maybe. Do I have something I could end on from this stuff? What is this? No, not gonna work. No. 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 That's already better. Okay, I think I'm running a little bit out of ideas for this track, so I'm going to work a little bit on it off stream and then release it. We'll see if we do like something like a Spotify release. Probably not, but you know, can always go on library music if I tweak it a little bit. Oh, Matt is back. Hey Matt, sounds good. Thanks. Appreciate it. I'm gonna go through it one more time. It is definitely weird. I've not written anything like this before, but it still fits the genre that I'm going for some reason. So yeah, let's go through it one more time and then we'll end the stream. Matt says, this is very much the sort of cue that Nordsund was designed for, very Nordic noir. Well, there you go. So I actually almost never write Nordic noir type of stuff, but really shows that you can get extremely inspired by a single sound, or in this case, you know, sound packs. So yeah, thanks everybody for coming tonight. It was super cool. I really, you know, I absolutely love the stuff that the Unfinished puts out all the time. So for me, this was a no-brainer. I really wanted to do a stream on it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Show Matt some love in the chat or go to his website, get the Nordsund bundle. I really think it's worth it. If honestly, I do like having analog synths I have here, but there is an immediacy and a really quality of sound that you can get from professional stuff, even on software synths, and this is definitely the case here. So thanks everybody for coming tonight. I wish you all a great week, and I'll see you Friday. Other than that, thanks again. I think this is the third or fourth time I've said thanks, so thank you all, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.